Hi everyone, it's Kimmy here and I'm back again. I have quite a few projects built up that I'd like to try and get up and share with you all over the next couple of days. So I'll begin with this sort of shabby chic collection that I have here at the moment. This was one of those home decor items that you can pick up. I got it from my local cheap or discount shop here in town. It was just raw wood, and I thought I can alter that, so I grabbed it and brought it home and I altered it. I'll just insert a picture here. So that is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So hopefully there's not too much glare and you can actually see what I have happening. I've used papers from a grant archival collection that I got picked up quite a few years ago. It's a brand that we can get down here in Australia, and I think it's also available in New Zealand. And I think it was, I can't be certain, but I think it was called Heritage or maybe Vintage. I'm not sure. It's been so long. I brought them back in about 2010, and I didn't keep the cover thing that came with them. So I'm sure a lot of my New Zealand and Aussie friends will recognise the papers. They're really, really soft and pastel and shabby, very shabby. And yeah, I've hoarded them for so long that it's time that they got used. So let's see, where can I start? If I start down in my usual corner cluster that I have going, I guess as good a place as any. The chipboard pieces that I have at the back here, they're actually from Kaisercraft chipboard collection from the Lake House. That's the one. I have a whole heap of those papers and chipboards. I've got an album planned. So I really didn't have to do very much because it was raw wood. It was easy. I just sort of painted it with some gesso. I didn't really worry too much about it. I just gave it a bit of a wash at the back. I still wanted the wood to come through kinda to add to the shabbiness of it. I've trimmed it with some of the paper, and it goes all the way around on the outer edge of the letters, and then back in underneath there as well. See if you can see it. So, the roses are all from Marlborough paper roses that I can get down here in Australia. And the little cherub that I have here was one of my polymer clay molds, and I just topped it with some of the perfect pearls. This one, liquid pearls. And then on top of that, I put a layer of glossy accents. So it's nice and sort of pearlescent. I've used some stamen, pearlized stamen, and I've made some more of those little wire twists. This is a spray that I picked up from Spotlight recently, and I pulled one of these apart and put it onto Jeanette's box, and that's what it looks like when it stays in the spray. It's a bit difficult to see, isn't it, because it's clear. Maybe if I poke a piece of paper behind it, it might show up a bit better. Well, let's see. If I slide that in underneath, there we are. Maybe you can see it a bit better now. So they're sort of like love hearts and little beads. And then I have some more little stamen here, and these are little snowdrops and a lily, canna lily there. And then the rest is just covered with some different sort of bits and pieces of bling. I have lace and ribbon here, and this mesh is some that I picked up from Faith. She has a Trade Me shop in New Zealand, so I picked up some of that from her. She sells all of the different sorts of colours. And basically that's it with that one. And then I decided while I was at it I would alter a salt and pepper jar. And I was a bit stuck onto what to do about the lid, but I ended up just painting it all with gesso, if you can see it between, yep. And then I laid a doily flower piece and topped it with a resin flower. that I picked up from Faith as well. And then this is just a printout from the internet, and I backed it with some of the papers from the collection. So there's 2 layers of the papers there, the green and the pink. And then more of that nice fine pearl trim. Have it around the bottom, whoops, this way. And then I also have it going around the top as well. So the lid still opens up, so I can fill a little jar with goodies and post them off. And I put a little label on the back as well. And then these sides are just bare. And then last but not least, Jeanette sent me some of these bags, and I had a few already. So I created, I call it a paper bag envelope, but I mean, I don't know. I just folded this section here over like you do with all the paper bags, and I made the pocket and stuck the Kaisercraft Cherish bingo card in. This is one of my crochet flowers. I think it's probably like the first or maybe the second time I've used one of my own flowers on my projects. And I put a tiny little mulberry paper rose in the center. And then on the inside, I made a card to go with it. And this is more of the papers from the collection as well. So just to have another tiny little crocheted flower with a mulberry paper one in the center of that, and then bling on either side. And then you open, it's just plain on the inside at the moment, but the back is matted, double matted there. So that's my Shabby Chic collection. I have a few more projects to share, so I'll stop this one here and I'll come back. Okay, thanks for watching, ladies. Bye.